Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spurs Up Show, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. Today is Friday, December the 24th, 2021. Today's show, in the spirit of Christmas, I talk to the big man himself. Yes, Santa Claus, as I lock in my Gamecock fans' Christmas wish list in a special Christmas edition of the Spurs Up Show. Guys, we got a really fun show for you today here on this Christmas holiday, and it's all brought to you by our friends, of course, as always, at Upstate Movers Group. Guys, for all your moving needs this holiday season and going into the 2022 new year, be sure to contact our friends over at Upstate Movers Group. You can find them on social media at Upstate Movers Group, or, of course, if you have any other questions, go to their website, upstatemoversgroup.com. That's upstatemoversgroup.com. Be sure to check them out and tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Let's get it. Merry Christmas. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, Merry Christmas to you all, and thank you all so much for tuning in here on your Christmas holiday. I'm your host, as always, Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. And again, I hope this show, folks, does find you well. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas holiday with you and yours, your family, whatever you might be doing, whether you're making food, you're hanging around the Christmas tree, laying by the fire, watching old Christmas movies, whatever it might be, folks. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope Santa Claus brings you everything your heart desires this Christmas season. Folks, first things first, I do want to say thank you all so much for the continued love and support. Obviously, guys, this week has been crazy. Going out of town, hanging with the family. It's been a fantastic week, though, for yours truly, getting to hang out with family and going on vacation. Of course, we went down to Orlando, Florida, went to Disney World, did the whole theme park thing, had a really, really good time with the family as a whole. But again, guys, you guys continue to rock and roll with us and support us through the merchandise, through the content, everything that we do. So again, folks, I hope this show does find you well. And I want to say sincerely from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, you guys continue to show up, show out each and every single day to support the Spurs Up Show, guys. And again, I cannot say thank you enough to you all. Again, folks, a very special edition of the Spurs Up Show here on this Christmas Eve. I'm actually recording this on Christmas Eve in the afternoon. I'll be dropping it immediately after we are completed here. But again, folks, an episode that normally we get out a little bit earlier, but we were so crazy last week with the Gamecocks officially going to a bowl game. Of course, we're fully in swing with basketball season, everything happening on the recruiting trail and the transfer portal and the coaching staff rumors and all of that, everything in between. We did not have time, believe it or not, to get to one of my favorite episodes that I do throughout the entire calendar year. And that is the one we are going to do here today, talking to Santa Claus and me giving my Gamecock fan Christmas wish list. What we all hope to see under the tree as Gamecock fans when we wake up tomorrow on Christmas morning. Guys, going to get into that more in just a second. Before we do, though, a couple of housekeeping items and one really just big content update for next week. The content schedule, if you will, guys. Again, I want to keep you all in the loop because we are back. We are rocking. We are rolling. Yours truly back in the content creation factory, back in the studio on Sunday. Here's how it's going to go down. Of course, guys, the Gamecocks take on UNC on Thursday in Charlotte, North Carolina for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Yours truly will be heading up to Charlotte for the game on Wednesday. Very excited to announce that we will be at the Gamecock Club event up in the Charlotte area. Thursday, I don't think, guys, at least right now, I'm pretty confident in saying we're not going to be throwing or hosting any specific TSUS tailgate. If you want, again, I apologize. And there's a lot of you out there probably really bummed right now. But just logistically, with an 11:30 a.m. kickoff, there really was no great way to make it work. But do not fear. Yours truly will be out and about all around the tailgates, hanging out with Gamecock fans. We'll have the GoPro out there, of course, making content. You already know the drill. But again, here's how the content will go down. Of course, guys, the Daily Crow all throughout the week, excluding Thursday, because, of course, we have the game that day. Monday's show, we're actually going to move up. Normally, we were doing our game preview and all that good stuff, key matchups, keys to the game, everything else. On Thursday, we're moving that to Monday, believe it or not. So Monday's show, we're going to kick off the week in style, breaking down the game against UNC in its entirety. On Tuesday, I am very excited to say that former Gamecocks football player and our friend of the show, Alex McGrath, will join me once again as we'll break down the game and preview the matchup against UNC. And then on Wednesday, guys, I will talk prediction. I will lock in my official prediction. I know, guys, that last week I went on the Fan Attic and gave my prediction. He really put me on the spot. Did not know he was going to ask me to lock in a score, but I will lock in my official score prediction for the North Carolina game on the Wednesday show. And then, guys, of course, like I said, Wednesday will be in Charlotte. Thursday will be the game. And then Friday, the Friday podcast on New Year's Eve will be the UNC recap show. And, of course, anything else going on that week as well. So, again, guys, really excited to be back in the great state of South Carolina. Really excited to get back after it on the podcast. And I truly did, by the way, being on family vacation, it was awesome. It was great to detach and hang out with family, especially my brother who's on leave from the Army and will leave us on January 5th, by the way, to go to Alaska. So please wish him well. But, I really did miss chatting with y'all, not having the Daily Crow and not having the podcast if you're on a daily basis, but really excited to be chatting with you here. And again, guys, like I said, excited to do this because I know there were some of you that reached out and said, Chris, are you going to do your Gamecock fans Christmas wish list show? And for those who know me, and many of you do know me fairly well, this is one of, if not my favorite show, certainly of the holiday season, but you could argue throughout the entire year. So without further ado, let's cue the music. Let's set the scene. The fire is burning. The stockings are hung. The food is cooked. Old Christmas movies on the TV as we sit here on this Christmas Eve with dreams of Santa Claus coming tonight. And what might he bring us? What might we awaken to on Christmas morning? Folks, this is a Gamecocks fans Christmas wish list. And I want to start by saying this first to Santa Claus, because as we talk about the 2021 Christmas Day in which we are about to celebrate and experience, I want to look back on a year ago and say thank you to Santa Claus, because many of the things that we asked for from Santa, I feel, came true, which is not surprising to yours truly, because I feel like Gamecock fans, we've paid our dues. We should, for the majority of us at least, be on the nice list. And so I'm excited yet again to chat with the big man and express what we'll be asking for this year. So again, without further ado, let's chat with Santa Claus here on this Christmas Eve night. Dear Santa, again, I want to say thank you, because we asked you for a lot in Shane Beamer's first season as head football coach. Making a bowl game, wins over the likes of Florida and Auburn, two of the most fun home games we've had in those victories in quite some time. You've given us a lot to be thankful for in this 2021 season, Santa. But I have one final request. And if you could take care of this for Gamecock fans, Santa, I know that all of Gamecock Nation would be so grateful to you. And that is, when we wake up on Christmas morning, if you could have a victory over our rivals to the north in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Santa, it would just fill our hearts with joy and arguably be the best gift of all that Gamecock fans could ask for. And what a great way, Santa, to close what has been an incredible 2021 calendar year. Santa, North Carolina has been doing big things under Mac Brown, although their season this year was rocky. And we understand the odds are somewhat against us, with a few of our top players opting out, Vegas thinking we should be double-digit underdog. Santa, if you could come through once again for us in this 2021 football season, again, I know you've done so much, but I ask you just once more, and I won't ask for anything else regarding on the field for this year, a victory over those dreaded Tar Heels, Santa. Of course, hey, yours truly, by the way, not to make it too personal, but the last time, Santa, that I was in Charlotte, North Carolina for a bowl game once it was against the Virginia Cavaliers when the Gamecocks, Santa, were shut out 28-0. And I can't begin to express to you how miserable of an experience that was. Also, Santa, the last time yours truly was in Charlotte for a football game watching his beloved Gamecocks. South Carolina lost to the same Tar Heels team with the same coach and the same quarterback, Santa, they'll be facing in the game at B of A next Thursday. And that was a very historic moment in the history of the Spurs Up Show, as a man with a beard and a bandana and a tank top with gold chains and one terrible sunburn said "Fire Will Muschamp," and yet went viral. Santa, we need none of that in this. If we could just have that victory over our rivals to the north and celebrate accordingly going into a new year, Santa, that would do wonders for the overall health and morale of Gamecock Nation. So again, our first thing on our Christmas list, Santa, a bowl game victory in the Duke's Mayo Bowl over North Carolina. Dear Santa, sticking with football, the second thing on my Christmas wish list, and Santa, as I told you before, I'm not going to ask you for anything else specifically on the field for this 2021 season. However, my second request, the Spurs Up Show, is brought to you by our friends over at Drizzly. Guys, friends over, binge watching your favorite show, cat on your lap. No matter your reasons for wanting to stay put, keep your feet up and get beer, wine, and spirits delivered to you in under 60 minutes with our friends over at Drizzly. Guys, Drizzly is the most convenient way to buy beer, wine, and spirits with delivery to your doorstep in under 60 minutes. They're also the #1 app for alcohol delivery. The convenience of home delivery in under 60 minutes when you need it, when you want it, guys. The convenience, you shop across stores so you can choose from a huge selection and get exactly what you want. You can also get the most value when you shop across multiple stores to compare prices and find the best deals on exactly what you're looking for. Guys, right now our friends at Drizzly are giving all new customers $5 off their first order with the code FAST5. So go download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com and use promo code FAST5 for $5 off your first order. Comes to the transfer portal. Now, Santa, I'm sure you've been keeping up with it, guys. I know you're a big college football and a big sports fan in general, but the transfer portal has changed the game in regards to college football. Hey, we've seen it ourselves with Spencer Rattler and Austin Stogner committed to play with the Gamecocks, and that has brought joy and glee, Santa, to all of Gamecocks Nation, which, by the way, Santa, I've got to send you up to the North Pole a care package with some of our Beamer Rattler merch, as well as the QB1 merch we released as well. Just want to let you know that is in the mail, Santa. Tell Miss Claus, make sure she's checking. But either way, I digress. We've seen the way the portal can work for us and work against us. And as I've taught before, Santa, Shane Beamer is one who is going to attack and take advantage of the portal. Santa, if you could, when we wake up tomorrow on Christmas morn, if you could just leave us a few more playmakers out of the transfer portal, whether they be wide receivers and or offensive linemen, we would greatly appreciate it, because without a quarterback, you don't have a chance. But Spencer Rattler will need someone to do two things. Number one, Santa, he will need someone to block for him, so he is not running for his life, and so that he has a running game to help him. Santa, the other thing that he'll need is someone to catch the passes he'll be throwing and someone to make big plays on the outside and make him look good in the passing game. Santa, if you could just do that for us. Again, there's so many folks out there, so many great players in the transfer portal. If you could just throw 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or however many in that big red bag of yours and drop those under our Christmas tree tomorrow morning, we would be so grateful for you in helping our offense and in turn helping our football team in the 2021 season and beyond. Dear Santa, the third thing on my Christmas list, and again, you gave us this in 2021. So I want to give you credit. When I asked you last year, Santa, at this very time, for packed stadiums and venues once again, we all understand, Santa, what happened in 2020 with the COVID-19 pandemic, the way it impacted games at Williams-Brice Stadium, Colonial Life Arena, and Founders Park. And we are all very happy to say, Santa, that games returned to mostly normal. I would say normal completely during the football season as Gamecock fans flooded Williams-Brice Stadium as we all knew they would. Games at Colonial Life Arena have been outstanding, and Founders Park is set to be one of the best atmospheres in all of college baseball. But Santa, we can't ignore what is going on right now throughout the world with the Omicron variant and this variant and that variant. And bottom line, COVID-19 just rearing its ugly head throughout the sports world. Yet again, we've seen it hit Gamecocks basketball. Santa, we were cost a rivalry game victory due to having 4 players out due to the dreaded COVID-19 virus. Santa, I ask you this, and I know it's a tall task, but we've seen you work before as you did this year. So I ask you yet again, Santa, the third thing on my Christmas wish list is this, and I speak for all of Gamecock Nation. Help us to stay clear of COVID-19, whatever variants they may be. Santa, we all love watching our Gamecocks athletics, and we all love watching our Gamecocks athletes compete on a daily basis. The last thing we all need in our lives is to have that taken away from us and stripped from us, and us not be able to go watch our beloved Gamecocks in person as well. Santa, if you could do your part, whether you've got a North Pole pharmacist or somebody else who is on premise there that could take care of that for us, and keep everyone healthy and keep COVID-19 away and keep it from impacting what we have going on, the great things we have occurring in Columbia, South Carolina, Santa, we would be so grateful for you. There are so many great things we're looking forward to in the 2022 calendar year. Do not let COVID-19 impact it in any sort of negative way. And Santa, all of Gamecock Nation will thank you so much. Santa, the fourth thing on my Gamecocks fans' Christmas wish list, and I know that in the spirit of Christmas, it's not great to wish ill will amongst others. And again, I asked you for this last year as well. So you might as well expect that it's going to become a consistent thing from yours truly. But Santa, as I asked you a year ago, and I'm not sure if you've had the opportunity, I ask you yet again, because here is the reason for the request I'm about to mention. Santa, have you ever met a Clemson fan? The most insufferable, miserable, downright despicable human beings on the face of this here great planet Earth, Santa. Hopefully, I hope and pray you are leaving coal in all of their stockings across the Southeast and throughout the world. All of those who sport that gaudy orange and purple and are willing to wear a paw on their shirt, hat, pants, or wherever. Santa, I hope that you are taking care of those folks accordingly. But the fourth thing, Santa, on our Christmas wish list, and what I'd like to wake up to under the tree tomorrow, Santa, is this. Just simply put, a Clemson loss to Iowa State in the Cheez-It Bowl. I know it's not a lot, and it's not going to help soften the pain and soften the blow of what has become of the South Carolina Clemson rivalry. Santa, I'm not even sure that you have the power to completely turn this rivalry. That will be something that has to be done by the likes of Shane Beamer, Frank Martin, Mark Kingston, and amongst a host of others as well. And I have full confidence that that will turn on its own here soon. But in the meantime, Santa, and in the immediate future, because of our bowl games as well being back-to-back, Clemson playing on that Wednesday, next Wednesday, the Gamecocks playing on Thursday, of course, against North Carolina. Santa, what a great start to the 2022 new year. If you could just insert yourself into Iowa State football. Insert that Christmas joy into Matt Campbell and help him get the most out of his Cyclones football team and help them take down the Clemson Tigers in the Cheez-It Bowl, Santa, again. It may not wipe away all of the negative feelings that a 30-0 loss and the bad taste it left in our mouths, but maybe just maybe, it would put a smile on our face as we go into a game against UNC the following day, and a smile on our face as we go into the new year that is 2022. So again, Santa, when we wake up tomorrow on Christmas morning, a Clemson loss to the Iowa State Cyclones in the Cheez-It Bowl on December the 29th, Santa, it would bring great joy to all of Gamecock Nation. And that, my friend, is all that we can really ask for. Santa, the final thing on my Gamecock fans' Christmas wish list, and maybe the most important of all. And like I said, Santa, I hate to be repetitive in some ways, but this is one that I will continue to ask for on a year in, year out basis because of its significant importance. Dear Santa, I ask you for peace on earth and goodwill amongst all Gamecock fans. Listen, Santa, the last year for the Spurs Up Show and yours truly and all of Gamecock Nation has been incredible. We have a brand new football coach who has taken us to a bowl game and defied all odds in his first season as head coach. We've seen great accomplishments across the board for all of Gamecock's athletics that range from the diamond, the hardwood, and the gridiron. And it even goes beyond there with Gamecock soccer, volleyball, track and field, equestrian, hey, the academics as well, everything you can think of at the University of South Carolina. But Santa, there are still folks out there who continue to lose perspective and who are miserable human beings that want to bicker and fight and belittle, especially, Santa, I don't know if you're on there, but on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these different social media channels. Santa, again, there are some folks out there who are just flat out miserable and just need a hug and need some cheer in their lives. And if you could provide them with that here during this Christmas season, if you could help them see the light and bring them joy and help them understand, hey, it's not all that serious. Marcus Satterfield is just another human being, not someone who should be castrated for the job he did this year for the Gamecocks offense in the 2021 season. Santa, if you could just help Gamecock fans, everyone get along and understand that, hey, we're all pulling for the same team. We all bleed garnet and black, and we all, at the end of the day, want to see the same result take place. And that is the Gamecocks winning, adopting the golden rule, treating others as they wish to be treated. Again, peace on earth and goodwill amongst Gamecock fans. And I know that would go a long way for so many out there, especially on social media. And what a greater place it would make for all of us as we learn to live together and embrace one another and pull for our team in peace and harmony. Thank you, Santa Claus. Appreciate you. I hope the letter finds you well, and I can't wait to talk to you yet again. Christmas 2022. Ladies and gents, appreciate you all tuning in. Seriously, all those who took time out of their Christmas season being with family, friends, what have you, opening gifts, celebrating the season, whatever it might be. You may be on vacation. You may be with family, whatever it is. Again, folks, thank you so much for your continued love and support. You guys continuing to rock and roll with the content, the show, and everything we do. Guys, I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you on this Christmas day, in this Christmas season. I'm so eternally grateful for you all, and I cannot wait to chat with you yet again as we get ready for the Duke's Mayo Bowl in UNC week. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, Merry Christmas. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon.